Selena Gomez's co-star Karla Sofia Gascon officially kicked out of the Oscars. We got to talk about this, but before we get into it, hello, my name is Sebastian and I spill pop culture tea videos every single day. So if you're looking for a new messy best friend, you have found me. So grab a snack, grab a drink, hit that subscribe button. I have my drink, of course. Listen, I wanted to let you guys know something because I feel like I should say this. If you are going through a really bad storm right now, mentally, physically, that it's draining you, that you just see no end in sight, I'm going to be the one to tell you that everything's going to be okay. The sun is about to come out and you are going to leave that storm behind. These are the last moments of that storm, so don't give up. You promise me? Don't give up, because you are officially so soon gonna be removed from all that drama and all that pain, because you are about to be the happiest you've ever been. Okay? All right. Sprinkling some fairy dust on you, some pixie dust, and you're gonna be just fine. Amen. All right. Listen, we gotta talk about Karla Sofia Gascon because it is now official. She will no longer be part of any Oscars campaign. Check this out. Well, Selena Gomez's co-star from Emilia Perez, Karla Sofia Gascon, has been allegedly officially removed from any Emilia Perez Oscar campaign. The Hollywood Reporter has learned that the film's embattled Best Actress nominee Karla Sofia Gascon will no longer be coming to the U.S. for any of this week's many awards activities. Karla Sofia was expected to fly into Los Angeles from her home in Spain for a busy week awards campaigning. Thursday, February 6th, she was to be seated with her writer-director and co-stars at the AFI Awards luncheon, a glittery gathering at the Four Seasons in Beverly Hills, at which each of the AFI's top 10 films and top 10 TV shows of the past year have a table and much mingling occurs. On the evening of February 7th, she and her colleagues would have reconvened at the Critics' Choice Awards at a table in the center of Santa Monica's Barker's Hangar, a giant space that will be packed to the gills with not only fellow nominees, but also dozens of selfie and quote-seeking journalists. February 8th, there's two different events, the Directors Guild Awards and the Producers Guild Awards, in which, of course, Emilia Perez is nominated for the top awards of both. Gascon was to be deployed to the PGA Awards at Century City's Fairmont Century Plaza Hotel, where she was to serve as a presenter. So this Saturday are the Goya Awards, which is Spain's version of the Oscars. And it says here that some of her behavior is not seen as problematic in Europe, so she may attend that one. It says here that Gascon has already been removed from email blast and ad reads promoting the films for awards. Also says that tensions are high with Netflix and Gascon because obviously they invested millions in the film's awards push. The two parties are now said to be communicating only through Gascon's agent, Jeremy Barber. But Karla Sofia Gascon did say that she is not going to withdraw from the Oscars because she has not committed any crimes. All right, so let's jump into the part of the article that has a lot of people outraged, where it says that she is still going to be attending the Goyas, which is Spain's version of the Oscars, and how in Europe, they don't find a lot of these things offensive. Now, I have some opinions on that. I grew up in Europe. You guys know I was born here in the US, grew up in Europe, and I absolutely understand what that article said, because Europeans don't think like us. And they don't believe, for example, in cancel culture. They don't believe in like gaining up on somebody, you know? I have to say a lot of things that, you know, like I heard, or, you know, I witnessed, I was in shock, right? And one of the things that I was always told in Europe from friends or teachers or boyfriends or whatever is that we Americans are allegedly too sensitive. For example, my best friend from Europe came to visit me last year. She stayed with me and she overheard me doing a video on Jennifer Lopez and how she was getting canceled because of the tour prices. You remember that one? And she was like, when I finished the video, she goes, Sebastian, I didn't understand what you were talking about. Like, So she's getting canceled for that. And I said, yeah, like people are really upset. And she goes, that is the stupidest shit I've ever heard. Like, why do you guys do cancel culture? There's a very big difference in mentalities, right? And what I do think is that these tweets, I think we could all agree that are incredibly offensive. I'm sorry. Like, that's just listen, I get the mentality because I grew up there. I understand the mentality here because I was born here and I lived here a few years of my life and I live here now. And so I understand. But like, I think we could all agree that these tweets are disgusting. Do you know what I mean? And to be honest, like, Karla Sofia Gascon is trying to put out this narrative that this is a smear campaign from like people, rivals from the same nominations. I'm going to tell you something, Karla Sofia Gascon. If anybody smeared their campaign is you, girl. Your past self smeared campaigned your future self with writing those tweets, okay? Listen, we're going to go into an in-depth look at everything of her breaking her silence and speaking out. The video actually should be out by now, so go take a look, where she finally breaks her silence on that Selena Gomez tweet. And having said that, listen, I don't know what Netflix is going to do. Zoe Saldana, you know, she's up for Best Supporting Actress. Of course, Karla Sofia Gascon is up for Best Actress. Emilia Perez is the most nominated film of the night with 13 nominations. I have no idea what's going to happen, best friend. But all I know is, girl, it's going to be a mess. Most of the people that I have spoken to that are either reporting on this or know about this, doesn't matter where they live, everyone that I've talked to finds these tweets incredibly offensive. And I think that Karla Sofia Gascon did say in her interview that she has millions of people, you know, in her corner. And she alluded to saying that here in America is the issue. So I wanted to ask you guys, I wanted to open the floor to you guys. Do you think that this is an American thing? Do you think that this is an American mentality type thing? I honestly, in my opinion, and I'm sorry, Karla Sofia Gascon, but in my opinion, I don't care where you're from. These tweets are disgusting. That's it. You know, and I grew up there. I was born here. I lived in South America. Like, I've lived places, thank God. And you know what? I think that we all can agree that we share values of respecting people, and we all share the same values in not being freaking racist, right? Where, I mean, I'm sure there's racist people all over the world, obviously, but the people that I've connected with definitely do not feel this way. So I have to say, you know, Karla Sofia, if you're trying to make this like a Europe and an America thing, no, girl, you cannot do that and you will not succeed in it. What you made it is into a racist thing, and that's on you, sweetie. So don't bring your country into this. Leave Spain alone. Leave the beautiful country of Spain alone, okay? Because what she's trying to do is she's trying to say, but everyone here thinks that way. That's not true, girl. That's not true, girl. So don't bring innocent people into your mess, okay? All right. That's all I got to say about that, girl. Leave Europe alone, girl. For real. But what do you all think about this? Let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear from you. Once again, the storm will pass. I promise you. I have that feeling. I was going to do a whole different speech in the intro, but that just came to me. And if it connected to you, please comment below, because I will be so incredibly grateful that that this touched you somehow and it gave you some inspiration, because that is why I'm here. I want to make sure that I'm a light to you, and I love you all so much, and I'm so grateful for you all, and I will see you all in my next video. Bididi babidi boom, girl. Bididi babidi boom.